Have you ever been in a room full of people, laughing and talking, yet felt completely alone? You try to contribute to the conversation, but the topics feel shallow. You ask a why question, and everyone looks at you like you're overcomplicating things. Most people call it social anxiety, but what if it's something else? What if the reason you feel like an outsider isn't that you're awkward, but because your brain is operating on a frequency that most people simply haven't tuned into yet? High intelligence is often portrayed as a superpower, but in the real world, it can feel like a curse. It's isolating, it's frustrating, and it makes you difficult to handle for people who prefer the comfort of the surface. Today, we're going deep. We're going to look at 8 psychological signs that your intelligence is actually intimidating to the people around you. If you spent your life feeling like a misfit, this video is for you. Let's figure out why. Sign number 1. Small talk feels like physical pain. Most people use "how's the weather" or "did you see the game" as a social bridge. To you, those aren't bridges, they're barriers. Your brain is a pattern-matching machine. You want to talk about the implications of the game, the psychology of the weather, or the future of the planet. When you try to skip the surface and dive into the deep end, people get uncomfortable. They feel like you're too much or too serious. The science, this is about cognitive complexity. Highly intelligent people require more mental stimulation to feel engaged. If the input is too low, your brain literally starts to shut down. Action step? Stop blaming yourself for being boring at parties. You aren't boring, you're just mismatched. Find your tribe in hobby-specific groups where deep diving is the requirement, not the exception. Do people often ask you, "Why are you so quiet?" In reality, your mind is a hurricane of thoughts, but you have a high truth threshold. You don't just say things to fill the silence. You process the data, look for contradictions, and wait until you have something accurate to contribute. To others, this silence looks like judgment or arrogance. They think you're looking down on them. The reality, you aren't judging them. You're just busy double-checking your own logic. You'd rather say nothing than say something half-baked. Sign 3. You are a problem spotter. When someone suggests a new idea, most people get excited about the what. You immediately see the 10 things that could go wrong. You aren't trying to be a pessimist. You're just seeing the second and third order consequences that others miss. When you point out these flaws, people feel attacked. They think you're raining on their parade or being unsupportive. The older brother advice: learn the art of the positive sandwich. Acknowledge the vision first, then gently introduce the icebergs you see ahead. They need your vision, but they need to feel safe first. You have a 24/7 high-frequency radar for inauthenticity. You see through fake personalities, hidden agendas, and corporate jargon instantly. It's like everyone is wearing a mask, and you're the only one who can see the skin underneath. Because of this, you struggle to respect authority just because someone has a title. If their logic doesn't hold up, the title means nothing to you. This makes you unmanageable in traditional hierarchies. You challenge the status quo not because you want power, but because you want truth. This is a big one. You don't want emotional venting. You want solutions. When a friend comes to you with a problem, you immediately map out a 3-step plan to fix it. But often, people just want to be heard. Your brain is built for efficiency. To you, talking about a problem without fixing it is a waste of energy. This can make you seem cold or robotic, but the truth is, your way of caring is by trying to remove the source of their pain. You show love through logic. You have high standards for yourself and, unfortunately, for everyone else. You put in 110% because you can't stand doing a half job. When you see others cutting corners or being lazy, it drives you insane. People feel pressured just by being around you. They feel like they're being graded. The shift: realize that not everyone has your hardware. You wouldn't expect a tablet to run the software of a supercomputer. Learn to appreciate people for their heart, even if their processing power is different. You'd rather spend a Saturday night alone with a book or a personal project than go to a mediocre social event. You aren't an antisocial hermit, you're socially selective.
You value your mental real estate too much to spend it on people who don't challenge you or make you better. People call you lonely, but you've never felt more at peace than when you're in your own head. Final sign: "Because I said so" is the most offensive sentence in the English language to you. You need to understand the root cause of everything. Why is the system built this way? Why do we follow this tradition? Most people are content following the script. You want to see who wrote the script and why they chose that ending. This curiosity is what changes the world, but it's also what makes you difficult for people who just want to follow orders. Listen to me. If you recognized yourself in these signs, stop trying to dim your light to make others comfortable. The world doesn't need more people who fit in. It needs people who see what others miss. It's okay to be too much for some people. Those aren't your people. If this video made you feel a little less alone, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of deep thinkers who are tired of the shallow end. Share this with that one difficult friend who is actually just brilliant. And comment below, which of these signs hit you the hardest? Stop hiding your brain. Use it. I'll see you in the next one.